Have you ever thought of creating your own music player? If yes, then your dream is going to be true. Today we are going to create this beautiful music player in React Native. Welcome to CreativeJE. If you want to download this app, you can download it from the Google Play or you can just clone it from the GitHub repo and run it in your iOS or Android. It's fully compatible with both the devices. Now, Shivam is here, so you don't need to go anywhere. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I already have this basic layout of media player and all these animations set up, and I am not going to make this in this video because I already have a tutorial on how I did it. But this is it, and it doesn't do much, but it just go back and go previous and the swiping thing. You can watch this video. And now what I have done is that I have just created the React Native project using React Native CLI. This was in Expo and we cannot use native modules in Expo. That's why we needed to create this in React Native CLI. Okay, so you can just use npx create React Native, and I have named this init rn music, and it's all done. And then I have this opened in VS Code. And one more thing which I have here is that I have installed React Native vector icons. So what how you can install it, you can just copy this React Native vector icons and just type yarn add React Native vector icons. So this will do the job, and then you will have to set it up. And how you can set this up, like I have here in this for Android, you will have to go to this build.gradle. All the instructions are here. So in iOS, if you will click on this link, you will have to copy all this, and or only you can add your. And in this info.playlist, you can see here is the location, and here, so you need to add this. So you can see UI app fonts, and if you want do this is the, like, if you will not do this, then your icons will not show up. And this is it, and all other instruction you don't really need. And in Android, you need to add this line or in this line, as I have done here in my build.gradle app. In app build.gradle, not this build.gradle. So here I have, and I have also enabled the Hermes makes everything fast. Not really fast, it makes React Native, like the app size, a little bit smaller. So now let's get going, and let me show you what I have. Here is my app, basic app. This is the just simple basic app, and I don't need any of these terminal right now. So I have run this in iOS. So this is here, I have happy birthday cake. Is it my birthday? No, it's not. Maybe it can be yours. So happy birthday to you. And let me show you here, I have this Android, and this is same RN Music. Welcome to CreativeJE. So you can see, but for now we will only work with iOS to set everything up. So let's get started now. Okay, so now we can just close all this because we don't have to do anything here. And now first what we will do is, like, you can just close this build.gradle and info.list, and now you need to go here. In this project, we will just copy the app.js file first. So this is all we need to copy, and just don't copy the status bar and paste it here. Alright, and now we will create a src folder. Just click here and create a source folder, and here we will make two components. Like if we will go here and in the source, we will need player and controller. So let's make it in source player.js. Okay, and another one we will need controller.js. You can use TypeScript also if you want, and we will just copy everything from here, paste it, and again go back, and like you can clone this also if you want, and in player it's controller and it's player, and we are all done. But if you will go here, you won't see anything because is there any error? Expo vector icons not found, so we need to get rid of this and add React Native vector icons, or you can just get rid of this, or you can just do slash material or whatever icons you want to use. Okay guys, I am stupid. I guess I pasted the same code in player 2, so I will have to fix it. This is the player code. This is bit, and we have used flat list and is to create this animation. So let's see. Okay, so here you can see this cannot resolve data from src player. So where you can get this data, actually I have a repository, so github.com/sample songs. Here I have put list of songs and album arts, and from in this data.json you can grab everything here, or you can use a fetch request, which I am not going to do. So let's just create a data.json in the src data.json. Okay, and I will paste it here. And where were we importing? So we were importing here, so import songs from data. Okay, data.json. all right. Okay guys, so what do we need here is that, as here you can see, this is happening because of this shitty thing which we did, because it doesn't have exports there. So we will do like this and it should work. But as here you can see that make sure that you have imported the data file, like import songs from data.json, and in this data.json there is title, there is artist, there is this artwork, and there is the URL of this mp3 song, and this is the ID. So if I will click on this, you can see I get this image, and if I click on the mp3 link, it should play the audio. It takes time, as here you can see. Okay, so we are perfect. And here in this what we were doing, that in this image we were just putting source using the require, but now we need to get rid of it. So we will there is no image, there is artwork now, artwork, and this is URI, as here you can see. Now let's see, as here you can see we have the image, and boom boom boom, this is perfect. Now my dear fellas, we are going to add our music player. Oh shit, I closed the metro server. Start it again. So what we are going to use here is that we are going to use RN track player, React Native track player. So here we go, this is the React Native track player repo which we are going to use. Here is 1.5k. make sure you also give it a star, and you can just visit their website. They have a good documentation. When you will click on getting started, they will tell you everything, blah blah blah, a lot of things. So we will look into this one by one. We have Android, iOS and Windows. So okay, And here when you will click on installation, we will just do yarn add react native. Open the terminal and paste this command, yarn add react native track player. So it will just take few seconds. And another thing which we are going to need is that react native swift. So also add this. This is, I don't know, you don't need this in Android if you are just working on Android. And I guess we will have to do pod installation too. We can just do npx pod install and it will install all these dependency. You don't need to do pod install for Android, you will just run the Android. We will test it in Android too, you can just run it in Android. And we have this done, and now let's reload this, press command R. Okay, are there any errors here? No, we can start adding our music player now. So how do we do it? You can, if you get any problems, you can look into this and you can manually link, but it's highly unlikely you will face any problem. Okay, so now let's start importing our player. Okay, here we go this player, and here we go this player. And you know what guys, there will be some conflicts here, so let's rename this to player screen so that we don't mess up. It should work. Like, where is our export default, and let's press F2 and add it player screen. Oh shit, what I did. Okay, so what this would have done, like as here you can see, it is also changed here. So guys, now we are going to import the track player above everything. So we are importing the track player, and now how do we use this? We will use this in the, like, let's remove all this. We might need it back, but I will add it again. So here in this use effect, what use effect does, it just loads when our first component renders. So you can see this is how we set up the track player. And in app registry we also need this, but let's see how we will do this here. So first we will call this track player dot setup player, and in this setup player there is a function which is async, or like callback. I will have to use async. Why? Because it's cool and it's cool. Okay, I'm making you guys bored. Now here we will have to, like, we can just log it that our player is player ready. Okay, player ready. Okay, so we need this before the return, so make sure you put it there. And now we can do is await track player dot add. This function, what it does, it just accepts everything, not everything, it just accepts array of songs or your music. So this is our array of songs, it accept this. Okay. And for your kind information, you need to pass these so that the thing can work. And here you will have to pass the URL, mp3 URL, like however you want to pass, but we have this HTTP URL as you can see here. So this is our URL, this is our artwork, this is title, and you need to follow this format guys. Okay, let's see, can we refresh it? Okay, as you can see here, app registry is not registered callable module. So first you need to see here that this is service.js, and in this root directory we will make a service.js, and we will paste it, modules.export, and in the app registry component we need to require this, okay, in service.js. So you can see this is the thing, and how we need to do this, we just need to add it in this bottom here. Alright, import track player from React Native track player. Okay. Okay guys, so if you get any kind of error, what you need to do, or the register callable module, what you need to do is make sure you have added this. As you can see, we have added this, and in this service, so everything is empty, but we are going to add it. But when we click on this, now it loads, but the music doesn't play, and we get some errors, warnings here. But don't worry, we are going to fix all of it. But our music is not playing, but because we haven't played, so let's play it. Track player dot play and wait for it. Okay, it didn't. Let's reload. Okay, can you hear the music? Yes, yes. Okay, we did it. It kept playing guys, and we don't have a stop button. So what we can do here is in this track player setup, before when the player gets ready, we can reset the track so that it doesn't play multiple songs. Okay, so it will reset. Okay guys, so we have this player now ready. Now let's add some function. Not function, what are we going to add? Now we need to make sure that song also changes when we swipe or when we click here or here. So where we can do this thing, so we can do this on the, I guess, on this song index. We can use a use effect on the song index. Whenever song index will change, we will monitor this and we will get the index and we will set it. If we will go to the API documentation, and let's go to player, and here we have this function skip. So what this will do is that when we will pass the ID of the song, it will skip to the ID. Alright, so whatever the ID we pass, so that's it. And in index, this is same as our ID. So let's create a use effect here, and we will monitor it on what song index. Okay, and let's what we will do is that now we will change track player dot skip, and how we will get the track ID here. So we have this songs array, as you can see. This was the songs array which we imported, and from this whatever the song index we will have and the ID. Okay, so it can be anything, and when song index will change, it will jump there. Alright, so let's test it, but it will not work. Let me show you why. Is it playing? Let's also play the track. Why are we getting unheld? Okay, so as here you can see, there is no track ID was found in the queue. Why is this happening? Because this use effect renders before the player sets itself up. So why that was happening? If I will open the app after closing, it should play song. As here you can hear, it is playing. So let's minimize it. Oh, okay, and but if we change it, it works, does it? Yes, it does work, but we are getting error here, so let's not play it. Okay, so now what we can do is that here we can first check if the player is ready, and then only we will like skip the song here. Let's create a variable here again, export default const is player ready. So if player is ready, so we will use the ref, and now let's keep it false, because from first it is definitely not going to be ready. But when we are done here adding the songs, we can, here the player is ready, but we will just do after this adding the song. It doesn't matter, you can do at the top of that. Alright, so player is player ready dot current, and this is new in hooks. If you don't know hooks, and we will just make it true. Alright, and now here we can check if player is player ready, then we will only skip the song. So what this will do, when we will first time render this, it will just prevent it, or whenever our player is not ready, this will not work. Alright, so here again we have this issue, so we can put this in a try catch block too, but let's use, then you can also use callbacks here. This is not the error which we were looking. Now let's change the song. We cannot hear because we have not played the song, so it is changing. So how we can see that the player is changing? So alright, we can, in the top of this use effect, we can also add event listener, track player dot add event listener, and we will have to get events from this track player. So events, event dot, like why is this not working? I guess if you will go in terminal, I guess I have used the next version of track player, so you will have to update. Okay, I have used the version 2 here, so you can do yarn add React Native track player at next. So this is going to install the next version of the React Native track player, and which is better, and it has a lot of bugs fixed, so, and it has also few bugs, so don't worry, it is good for making a basic player. Alright, now we can close it, and now let's see. Yep, here we have this event. Now we can use this event where yeah, here. So event dot playback track changed. So whenever the playback track will be changed, we will get the event here, and let's, for now, let's log it. Okay, given ID track queue was not found. Like why is this is player ready is running in the first time? Okay guys, we needed here to make this dot current, and I think this should fix the issue. Reload it, and here we have this player ready, and next track is one here. This is the ID, so, and track is null. Now let's change the track. Let me change it. So as here you can see it is fired, so see next track is 2, and the current track is, here is the ID, here it's 1. Okay, and let me show you by playing it. It works. Again we got a promise rejection. So let's reload it again. This is kind of bad. Now if we will change, you can see the another song is started to play. Alright, so we have made it, but if you will press this, then also everything works perfect. Now we will just add this play pause function. Okay, now let's, so in the, we will not make this here, we can add play pause functionality anywhere we want. So just copy this track player here, there we go. And what we can do is that where this is pause, so on press we can just do on press is equals to, for now let's just only pause the player, track player dot pause. I will just show you how this works. Now let's play the song. Where were our song? So here is our song, let's play it. Reload, and see if we click on pause, it stopped, guys. Alright, so if we change, it doesn't play again, but it is stopped. But if you want like something like you can do is that you can play from here again, click on it and it is playing. Alright, so we need to make a toggle and we also need to return the play and pause button here. We will make this inside only const render we let's make another function const render play pause button. Okay, this is little long, so we don't need to worry because it's good. So so the first question is that how we are going to get the state if it is playing or if it is paused. So in the hooks we have like where it was, I guess there. So we have a hook here, guys. Here we have use playback state, and what this will do is that it will give us the playback state of player. Const playback state is equals to, it is a custom hook. If you don't know what are hooks, then I don't know what do you do. They are just kind of nice way of monitoring and listening to the events. So now we can just switch. So let's just only log it here. Alright, so we will create a use effect again, use effect. Alright, and here we are going to monitor the playback state, and we will need to write some if else here. So, and for now let's make another function called const on play pause. Whenever the play pause will be pressed, we are going to log it. So for now we are going to log it. So let's log the playback state, and here on press we will just add on play pause. I just want to show you how these things are going behind the scenes. And let's reload. Okay, so it is not playing, but if we will click on it, it says it is ready. And how do we play it? And track player dot play. Let's see the state. It's idle, and refresh again. It's playing now. So if we will click, it is playing. So we can do if else here. So if playback state is equals to, so we will just check if it is the playback state is playing, then we are going to track player dot pause it. Otherwise we are else if we will check if the player state is paused, we are going to track player dot play. Alright, we are done here. So now let's test it again, reload it, and it is not playing as you can hear. So let's click on it, and wow, for the first time we need to make sure it is playing, because we also have idle state and other state. Reload it again, so you can hear that it is playing. If we will click on it, it is paused, and click again and it is playing. So it means we have made the play pause thing, but this needs to be fixed. The button is not changing, so let's fix that. Please ignore my fan noise. I cannot do anything about it because everything is taking a lot of processor. And the thing what I want to show you here, if you will click on this pause button, and this is the playback state, it should be in text, but I don't know, they have not implemented this yet. So what we can do is that we will have to check if there is this or if there is that. So in this controller, if we will click on play pause, it doesn't work. Why? Because we are checking for this, if this is equals to playing, or like we can check, or if playback state is equals to 0. Okay, not 0, I guess its playback state is 3. For playing it's 3, and for paused it's 2. So we will check if this. Alright, now it should work. Let's reload it. Okay, so here we go. It is playing as you can hear. You cannot see that. Alright, so if I click on it, it paused, and here it is 3, and if I will click on it again, it should be 2. So alright, it's working perfect, guys, almost perfect. But we just need to also display or switch these buttons. So let's do it, and I am closing this Android thing because we don't need it. Let's go back to iOS, and here first we will create a state called const is playing. So first I guess we can do the use ref again, auto import it, and it will be auto imported. And in this use ref we are just going to set, we will have 3 state. It will be paused, playing, and loading. Okay, so first we will just set it to loading. So is playing is loading. Alright, and whenever our playback state will be changed, we will just do some blah 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 stuffs here. So let's copy it and paste here, and instead of this play pause, we will set is playing dot current is equals to playing. Okay, so that we can deal with both of these things. And if it is paused, then we will simply set it to paused. Okay, alright, and in the else we will set, if nothing is happening, it means it is loading. Okay, is playing dot current is equals to loading. Alright, and now let's render our 3 button, I guess. Okay, so we will use a switch statement here instead of if else. And in the key, you know what we will do is we will pass is playing dot current. Alright, and first our case will have what, we don't need break, or we need it. So in case if value is playing, if value is playing, then we will return an icon. Let's grab the material icons. Why not, let's rename it to icon. Okay, icon, let's keep it to icon. We will return the, if it is playing, we will return the play icon. We don't need break also here. Let's copy it down, and if it is paused, what we are going to do, we are going to return the play icon. Okay, play arrow. You can look into the all of these icon where he has this list. We have all different kinds of icons, so you can use from any of the design. Alright, I am using material icon here. So now let's open the app, and we also need to return it in this we will return an activity indicator. What is activity indicator? You know, that loading thing. So activity indicator, auto import it, and we will make the size again to 45 so that it matches the other icon, and color will be okay, color is fine for now, and this is it. So let's render it here in the JSX, render play pause button. Alright, and we will have to call it. Okay, so you can see it's loading, and why it did not change. Hey guys, so why are we facing any problem here? So what we can do is, from here use ref, instead of use ref we can do this use state. Okay, so let's auto import it, and it will be auto imported. And first we will set use state here is playing, and then the second argument in array will be set is, oh fuck, set is playing. Okay, alright, and now we need to get rid of these. So press command or control D, and we will call set is playing here, and we can do it like this. Alright, so this is done, and again here we can just remove this current, and this should work. Alright, let's reload it. It's working perfect, and okay, it's paused, play, paused, play, paused. Alright, you can also make this in use memo or use callback, and I guess this is pretty good. Okay guys, now the time has come to make the timeline. Okay, what is timeline? So we will import React Native slider React Native. You can use any community slider. I am going to use this community slider one, this one. Okay, yeah. Just add this yarn React Native. Alright, and before this, like how we have, like where should we add this slider? We should add this in player screen, I guess. Or let's create another component called slider comp.js. Okay, and you can just rnfs, and this will create a slider like basic structure with the style sheet, and I am using React Native snippets for this. Alright, now what we need to import the slider. Okay, so just import it, React Native slider. What? Where is it? Why it's not coming? Okay, it's like this, just copy paste it. And okay, and let's, in the view we can pass this slider. Alright, and here in the player screen above the, where is that, above controller, we will add a slider comp, so it will be auto imported from the component. Now let's see what have we missing. Was not found in the UI manager because we need to do npx pod install. If you will run iOS, then I think it's automatically being run, like it runs automatically, whatever. Okay guys, so as here you can see, after installing it again and running the iOS or Android, I have got this slider which is weird, which is, no, it's okay. So what we can do is that I liked the black color here, so let me just make the whole app screen black. Can I do it? Do you like black, guys? Baba black ship? No? Okay. So instead of hash fff, I am gonna paste this hash 03. Okay. Okay, this is cool. And how do we fix this? How do we fix this? Controller and the title and blah blah blah. So let's add is equals to hash fff. Alright, now we have the Baba black ship kind of thing, and we also need to paste the color here, and here. Okay, let's reload it. Okay, works perfect. And now what we can do is that let's fix the slider here. First what do we need? First we need to set the width and height. So width will be 320 and height will be 40. Okay, this is cool, and the minimum value is 0. Maximum value is going to be the duration of the song, and like first let's put it in. Okay guys, now we need to add the track player and we need to add progress here. So again we will be importing track player, React Native track player, and we will use track player which is the default, and from the ES6 like modules we can import the use progress. This is in the next version, that's why I have used the next version. So here we can now monitor the progress const. Here we will have position, and we will get a duration, and we will do use progress. We are just what we are doing is that we are just destructuring the position and duration. So here in the maximum value we can just put the position, not position, we can put the duration here, and in the value we can put what we can put the position. All right, and let's see, does it work or does it suck? And track tint color can be little bit transparent instead of completely black. Hash f. Okay, 6 times f, and we can add a number here. So you can see this is little bit of transparent. Now let's reload, see if it works. Okay guys, the slider is moving, see, but it doesn't change. If we change it, it doesn't change. Okay, so how we can fix that? And don't worry, we are also going to fix this, we will fix it. Okay, And let's create a function called handle change, const handle change, and this will handle whatever the value we will change. So we can just hook it up here on change, on value change, or we can just say on sliding complete. When user will leave the slider, then it will go back to the position. No, it will fire it. So handle change. All right, in handle change we will have the value here. You could have done this right here also, but I just want to keep things clean. So track player, and we have this seek 2. What seek 2 does, it just takes the number of second and it just pushes the song there, and it just, all right, okay. Okay, so if you don't believe me, let me just log the value here. As here you can see, it's paused. Even if I can change it here too. Alright, so this is it, and we are just setting this here, and we are doing minimum maximum to get the slider working and getting the position. So this was all about slider. Now we need to add the time stamps. Alright, so let's do that. So we will create another view right here, view, and here we will pass the text. We will pass text here, one more text. So you can see if we just do 0 0, and let's style it first 5 5. Okay, as you can see, you cannot see. Okay, so let's add some style here. So style is equals to styles dot timer. Okay, we have not made anything yet, so let's make. First we will create a timers timer container, and here we will do is that flex direction is equals to row. So instead of column it will be row, and justify content will be space between. So it will stuck to the both edges, I guess. No, I am damn pretty sure. Timer container. Okay, and we need to make this white because it will not appear there. Okay, so timer, add a comma there, and timer will be color hash FFF, and the font size will be 16. Okay, little bit smaller. And now let's hook it up here again. Style is equals to styles dot timer. Let's see, we have got this. Okay, but it is not showing the time because we have statically typed the time here. So what we can actually do, this is not a JavaScript tutorial, guys, so let me just paste a function here which is format time. So what it does, like it just formats the time into like this. It formats, first it takes the minute, seconds, and it converts it into minute, and then it converts it into second. And if second is, it is just adding a 0 here, so it will be 05 instead of 5. Okay, this is pretty easy. And now we can just add JSX here, and we will format our time. Let me just show you without the formatting. We will just first we will insert the position here, and here we will pass the duration. Okay, so you can see what the hell is this. Okay, so let's not do this, and we can easily add a format time here which will fix everything. Can't find variable format time. It's format, not formate. There is no mating going on. So you can see this is this and this is this. Let's refresh it and see, we have got the we have this and we have this. If you will play, it's being updated right now. And okay, this is it. And why it is still not in center, like how I have done it. So let me see the slider component in container. In align items, we can just do center and it will come in center like this, like this. All right, and this is pretty terrible, and that's why we need to add some what do we say, we need to fix this. So let's fix it. How we are gonna fix it? In the controller, what we can do here is that we can specify a width is 250. Okay, and see, here we go, reload it, and boom, see it's perfect, awesome, really awesome. And it just takes some time to play, but you can, what you can actually do, if you are really making a production level app, then you can just add some state management here, and when user slides it and when the song changes, you can just fix all those things here. All right, so this is it what we have made here. I hope you would have enjoyed this, but we still need to fix some issues which we can do by adding notification control. Let's test it in Android. Okay guys, so here we have made this, and what we can do here is to fix it and fix this also. So we can also set up a height in our slider component container so that this sticks easily. So let's create a container here, container, and we will put a height of 70. Okay, and why it is not still working? Because we also need to apply this style on the container. Why don't you understand, guys? Styles dot container. See, it looks better now. Does it work? Yeah, it's okay. And why the hell our this thing is not, like, it's in blue, we need to make it white. So let's see. Okay, here we have another property called thumb tint color, which colors the thumb. Okay, and we will make it hash fff, and this is perfect. And let's make it 44 now, or you can just make it RGB, guys. So RGB is much better because it is hard to understand. So now this looks better, I guess. Alright, so it's working on Android 2, and here we have this notification, and in iOS notification had some bugs, so you can fix that. It will appear in the notification. And if you want to add play pause control, what you can simply do is here, just come into this app.js file, in the service.js file, and we will just import the track player and events right now, and we can add few event listeners. Okay, I have two things playing on, so So let's remove this, and we can do is that we can add a track player dot add event listener, and here we will event dot remote play. So what this will do is that, guys, it will just make sure that your track player dot play, okay, when it is being clicked from this top, it will play. Why it doesn't work? Because I killed it. Okay, and let's add a few more things. Let me just quickly paste it. You can add manually. So this is track player, remote pause, remote next, remote stop. So these are all those things which we do normally. Let's open our app, RN Music, Right Now Music or React Native Music. Why this did not work? Refresh. Okay, here we have, and still this doesn't show up in this notification. Why not? Okay, so again go to player screen, and we need to do some kind of stuff. What kind of stuff? So when you will look into the docs, guys, so here in this capability section we have capability, play, pause, from ID, all these you can do that. So how do we implement it? Like here in this, when player is ready, then what do we do? After playing the song, what we can do is that we can await await, and like track player dot update options. So this will update our option here. Let's go, you go to hell. Okay, update option, and we need to configure this, and this is a lot of things. So you have all this list here. Stop with capability, pause, you can where is that? Okay, you can find it somewhere, but stop with app, so you can make it false or true, but this will not work in iOS unless you go in Xcode and configure it. And always you can set up here always pause on interruption. What that will do is that it will pause your music when some other apps starts playing the music, but you will have to do that manually, which I won't be showing here because video is getting too long. And you can just add the capabilities of capability.play, capability.pause and all this from, then you will have to import capability, I guess. Yes, here you will have to import that. And now let's open our app again and reload it. So do we have anything? Okay, as you can see that we have got this play pause things, and which doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Does it? Let me just plug in my guys. Now let me show you how this looks in my actual Android device. This is the RN Music app, and let's open. It's playing the song, you can hear it, and we can play pause from here. And if we will go at the top, this works, and we can also change it and play it from the top, but it will not be updated here because we have not added that function, and we can do that later. And in the next part, if you want me to make one, please just let me know. That's all for this video, guys. If you want me to keep making such videos, support on Patreon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed. If not, then dislike it and also share. And if you are new, then please subscribe and hit that bell icon.